Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing two crystal craft kits, this one and this one. This one I've had forever, so I'm hoping it has all the stuff in it. This one I've only had for about a year and I'm pretty positive everything is in there. And I actually did this one before and I quite enjoyed it, I think. And I filmed a video for it, but I showed my face and stuff in it, so I deleted that video because I don't really show my face anymore that much, and I have my face in it quite a bit. But it's kind of funny because I was planning on doing this video because I knew I had two Crystal Craft kits, but I didn't even know they were the same brand. Super funny. And if you're wondering what they are, if you couldn't see what they are, this one is a glowing crystal geode. So I guess it's technically not a crystal, but you know, still similar. I don't really know what this is. It's just a glowing crystal geode, that as far as I know. See, it says discover the science behind growing glowing crystals. So I guess they are crystals, geodes, crystals, whatever. And this one is a bath bomb kit. And you like put stuff in it and it like does this really cool crystal effect. I didn't do it I did it a long time ago, so it's been a while. So I don't really remember anything about it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here it is. So I am just going to dump everything out. It's everything. It was supposed to come with a poster, but I think I just took the poster out probably. So, let's see. Here's the instructions. Okay, I was hoping maybe it would say on the instructions or on the back like what it comes with, so we could like kind of know, you know, but I'm not seeing anything. So we have this aluminum sulfate, 2 bags of that. And I actually opened this the other day just to see what was in it, and these were really like hard, so I had to crush it all up. I don't know if that's normal or just because it's old. Who knows? Well, probably somebody, but not me. Then plaster. Here we have plaster. I really like to do this with it for some reason. Oh, wanting to avoid danger of suffocation, which is for the plastic bag. And then we have paint, which I'm surprised I didn't open it. I don't know if this is special paint. I don't know. And I think we're probably gonna just make 2 geodes because there's 2 on the front. There's 2 paint colors, 2 of these, and 2 of these popsicle sticks, which I'm not really sure what those are for. And then I have a paintbrush. I can't tell you if this is good or bad because if we just have to paint a little bit, then this won't be bad. But if it's like big things you have to paint, then this is bad. I don't think that makes any sense. Flashlight, which it does work, but try not to use it super, like, use it a lot because if the battery runs dead, then it could, like, not work or something. I'm not sure. I think this is, you have to use the flashlight to actually make it glow. So then we have this UV fluorescent stuff, active cosmetic dye. There's only a little bit, so I'm assuming we only use a little for each one. And something I figured out is if you take this flashlight and you shine it on here, it glows. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely more on camera. Come on. Or more in person probably than on camera. So that's everything it comes with. I'm going to go ahead and read the instructions because I struggle with reading instructions and also trying to film the video and also talk about what I'm doing. I've done it before and I just get super confused. So I'm going to kind of read through it before we get started. So this paint that came with the craft kit you see here, I thought it would be dry since it's an old craft kit, but it actually wasn't. I've also noticed that I think we're supposed to have a plaster mold, but I'm not seeing one in here. So I'm going to have to find something else that will work. So I'm not really sure. I might be able to find something, but it might not be in a crystal shape, but you know, I just have to work with what I got. So I'm thinking on using this silicone mold. I think it might work. They're like in the shapes of flowers. So I don't know. Plus I thought once we put it in there, then we can maybe like pop it out, you know? So I don't know. I think flower crystals would be pretty cool. And if I don't want to do that, then I could use these pumpkins, but they're harder to push out. Plus I feel like it's a little bit strange compared to the flowers. So I think that's what I'm going to be using. Okay, so here I am, and I have this cup of water, and I'm dumping this aluminum sulfate in it with this little measuring spoon here,
And then once I did that, I actually took this like glowing powder stuff and I just put a teensy little bit. It didn't tell me exactly how much to add, but I only added a little since it was just a little package of it. So then once I did that, I took my molds and I put this stuff in it. So I did have to improvise since some of the stuff didn't come with the craft kit. And it works similar, like it still got that crystal kind of effect, but obviously it didn't really turn out the same way. But anyways, then I had to let that dry, and I did end up having to use the pumpkin mold because I filled all those ones up. So here's the finished result. It's really not great. It's it's whatever. It just kind of all crumbled. If I had done it kind of more like the kit, I don't know if it would have done anything different. But I ended up just throwing it away because, like, what am I going to do with this? Nothing. But here is the bath bomb kit.
Okay, so there was a heart, like mold, and a circle mold, I think. But I'm not seeing it. I'm missing out the packing. So this is the poster that came with this one. It's supposed to come with the other one, but I honestly lost it. Or I probably opened it, took it out, just so I could put it up. And honestly, I think it's really cute. And it's like a fairly big poster, but can't really see it.
Here's a better look at it.
Create your own magic. And it's got like this cool back on it too. It's like these crystals. You cannot see it. I'll probably have to put a picture or something on the screen so you can see it better. So here it is. It's basically the same, and this one's a lot more. Well, like not the same, but like the way everything's made and stuff. So we have bath bomb mix, bath bomb mix, bath bomb mix, bath bomb mix. So we have a lot. And then we have baking soda in this, which I don't know what's on it. Lavender fragrance. I do have other ones. Oh, and then there's berry blast off. But I do have other ones. So I can use those too. And there's like glitter and stuff all over my desk now. We have these different types of crystals. We got green and pink, and they're vanilla and rose scented. And this mica powder, which I think I had other ones, but I guess I use it. Coconut oil, which they gave a hefty amount, but I think you do have to use quite a bit. And then my one mold that I still have. In this glitter, which is exploding everywhere. You know what I just thought? What if we use this for the other crystal making kit? Okay, I'm going to read the instructions and see what we need, and then we'll get started. So for the first step, it wants you to get 2 1/2 tablespoons of bath bomb mix. So this right here, into a large mixing bowl. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently, and I'm actually just going to use all of this and pour it in there. Kind of experiment a little bit, because what am I supposed to do once? Like, what am I supposed to do with all this extra? And I'm not exactly sure how many tablespoons of this is in this full package, but I'm not going to measure this step because, well, partially just because I don't feel like it. So hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. So just put this into a large mixing bowl. It's not a super large mixing bowl. It's kind of large. So yeah. I would say that's probably, I'm not exactly sure, so I'm not going to really try to even guess. I'm not good with measuring whatsoever. And I'm not even good at reading instructions. That's why I kind of ditched the first step anyways. And then 1 1/2 tablespoons of baking soda. So I will listen to this step. Hopefully I got the right measuring spoon. I got a 1/2, so maybe if you do baking, this might be for you, since there's a lot of measuring and stuff. You're probably used to that. I love to bake, I just don't do it very often. So I get 3 scoops of that. I feel like I should put just a little more. Maybe just not even a full thing. Okay. I think this will still turn out, so yeah. Alright, then we gotta blend it all together. So, it says to use your hands, but I don't find that necessary. I mean, I think if we just do that, that should be good. I mean, okay. Get the mica powder and color your bath bomb. Okay, sounds like a plan. I'm gonna use all of this. It's just the other ones will be, I guess, colorless. That's okay. Even though you're not supposed to, but it will just give us a deeper color. You know? A deeper purple color. So, I'm gonna mix that up now. See, honestly, it's still a really light color, so. Yeah, we'll just have white bath bombs, I suppose, with the other ones. I mean, this mica powder really didn't do much anyways. Okay, now for the scent, I'm going to use lavender since we use purple mica powder. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it says to do. Right. 4 to 6. We'll do 6, I guess. Okay. And blend it with your hands. I don't think I want to blend it with my hands though. So I got fork. There we go. Okay. Let me do some reading and I'll be right back because step 4 has a lot of reading. So, okay, so I did some reading and so it looks like we need to add some water to this till it's like sand consistency. So you also have to use your hands to do this. So bracelets are coming off in my ring. And since I didn't correctly measure this, I'm just going to do it and kind of keep adding it until something happens. But we want to be careful with this step because it can start to fizz and then just, yeah, so here's my water. Let me see. See, it's fizzing up. This doesn't really look like sand. Oh, this does not smell good. It smells like, well, it's lavender. It reminds me of like cat litter smell. I don't know. Okay, it's really, really damp. I don't know if it said it should be really damp or not. Bye-bye to the fork. I'm gonna mix this up real quick and then we'll see what happens next. I'm back. So I kind of mixed this up. And the next part, you're supposed to actually add crystals, you know, for the crystal bath bomb kind of effect. But I'm actually going to just make a regular bath bomb first and see how that turns out. And then we'll try the crystal bath bomb. This is really cold. Why is it so cold? It's like, it reminds me of putty, kind of. Yeah. Like, do you see that? It's like weird. So, that's pretty much it. And let me add it into our mold and let it harden. And yeah, so I'm just going to do, instead of making it a whole like little thing like that, I'm just going to do like the halves. And I'm not actually going to use these like in the back either. So keep that in mind too. I'm going to take a little chunk of this and I'm just going to put it in one and see what happens. Okay, so it does fizz. That's a good thing. Let me just mix that back up. It feels like dough. Like homemade dough. That's what that feels like. It's so weird. You could probably actually, if you really wanted to, instead of even using a mold, you could probably just mold something yourself. Like mold it into a little shape. It doesn't look good, but it will look grand once we're finished. So I'm going to whip up a whole new one. And then these will have time to dry. And then we'll test them. So this time I'm going to make a crystal one.
Now I'm working on the crystal part, which basically all you do is take some coconut oil and then take the crystals and mix it all together, and that is literally it. And you put it on your bath bomb. Yeah. So I did it with both the blue and the pink, and I was planning on just going ahead and using all of the supplies with this craft kit. So I used up all of the crystals, and here is the finished result.
Got one of the bath bombs, and it said 1 to 3 minutes, but it is not dry yet. But keep in mind, I did do it a little bit my own way. So, anyways, this is not going to be able to come out. It has hardened, though. So, it's like a bath bomb kind of slime. Or not slime, like dough. But let's see if it fizzes. Oh, it's fizzing. See that? See if it comes out. Come on. I don't think it's gonna come out. It smells really, like, it's really strong. I'll be quiet so you can, like, hear it fizzing. Let me just, like, get it out. Get a chunk out. There it goes. Pretty cool. It does leave this weird stuff on the water, though. And it does smell kind of like glitter. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a lavender scent, but it's also a really weird smell, too. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the rest of them, and they sure are beauties. I mean, they look pretty ugly, but they do put on a show when it comes to their fizzing. So this is the one with the crystals. Isn't it amazing? No, not really. You would really have to spend so much time to make these look really pretty, and then they're just gonna go and fizz. So I don't see what the point is in making them pretty unless you're gifting them to someone, then I suppose. But let's test this one. Crystals are just they're gonna just flop off probably. The whole top of it just came off with the crystals, and it's like all gushy. It's got coconut oil in it. If I can get some more water in here though. Is it fizzing a bit more? And then we got the purple one with crystals. Super squishy. It's really weird. It's like gooey. Trying to dig some of it out and put it in the water. And then for the giant one I used all the rest of the stuff and made this giant bath bomb. It hasn't had a lot of time to harden, plus it would probably take forever for this one to harden since it is a giant one. But come on. Look at it, it's fizzing, it's like squishy. Use this one to scrape some water out. You can hear it too. Let's just take a huge chunk out and look at that beautiness.